What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're doing a game called Loan Shark. Somebody wanted to see if it actually was playable or not on the Steam Deck, and it definitely was. Not 60 plus playable, but if you're just somebody who's okay with 30, 40, 50 FPS, then it is more than playable. And there weren't really many two settings to mess with. There was resolution, and I think that was about that. But regardless, we're gonna hop in, see if it can handle the game, get 60 plus at 1080p. If it can't, well, we at least have resolution, so we can at least drop it down until it can. And if it can't, oh well, at least we'll know. But obviously I can't do my settings on this kind of thing because there's really no settings besides resolution, so we'll just do the usual. So with that said, let's get to gaming. So we're gonna do 1080p. I was gonna go through all my settings, but then I realized it didn't let me do my normal, like 900p and 720p. It just was like, nope, 1080p or some weird resolutions. So I was like, all right, well, we'll just do 1080p. It's still playable. Again, just like the Steam Deck, it's not great, but it's playable for a lot of people. And a lot of people like using 1080p on these things anyway, no matter what. So here you go. To the game. Going to do the same thing on the Ally X here, just 1080p. I wanted to do my settings, but the game was a little wonky with the resolutions. I was like, all right, nah, we'll just deal with that. So, now that we've had a look at the couple of settings here, and I mean quite literally couple, there is only two, let's get some gameplay.
Last up here, the Xbox Ally X, which actually gets 60 plus most of the time. There's some areas it still drops under, but it seems to get 60 plus in a lot of other areas, so that's actually nice. Kind of funny, a game like this is one where it stretches its legs past the other two. A lot of games that didn't seem that different. But anyway, let's go ahead, hop in.
Alright, guess we'll get some camera recording gameplay now. I was going to change the resolutions and stuff, but unfortunately, it does some weird stuff. It doesn't let me really use the conventional ones. We got like 1680 by 945 and all sorts of weird shit. So, I decided we'll just get some camera recording gameplay if it's going to be like that. I mean, we're going to still use some of those weird resolutions, I guess, but... And I tried putting it on 900p, but it doesn't seem to matter. Oh, it's too close. Stupid. So now I just can't, like, fish. There we go. Oh, what are we gonna get? Barracuda. Ooh, barracuda. All right. But Still completely playable like this. I'd like a little more FPS. Actually, so we don't have to walk so far. Let's just go right here. Oh, still got 4.4 further than I needed to. Good. I thought I was going to have to recast. And now we can just go like that. But we still have to walk up here to go to that. So no matter what, we have to do a little walking, but... that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Horrible again. Times 2. Can we have some more horrible, please? Nah, we got 9-4 that time. We couldn't do horrible for a third time in a row. Rats. Anyway, though, very, very amusing game, though, for what it is. Guess I've only got 24 minutes. Wonder what happens in 24 minutes. Some guy said I needed to come back, but it wouldn't let me leave, so I'm assuming they meant I had that long to fish, and then I have to come back for now. Box o' fish. Damn it. We failed. What shall we catch next? Something's got its eye on it. Alright, we'll do this one and move on. Grunt. Alrighty. And I'd say now it's time to move on over to the next ally. Let us now get some camera reported gameplay here. Ooh, 0.5. Otherwise I would have had to recast. What will see us?
Somebody's cooking something up. Maybe not. Oh no, there's somebody. Mackerel. I don't really think that box could hold this much debt of fish. But who cares? Earlier we had a talking fish that had a magical eye that helped me fish better and got like a golden fish. So I guess I shouldn't really question things. Unicorn fish. He's just a little guy. Alright, who sees me? Another unicorn fish. All right. Another peacock bass. All right, one more. Ah. Here we go.
carp. And with carp, we will also go move on to the last ally. Now for some camera recorded gameplay. Who sees me? Ah. Unicorn fish. I don't know if I've seen this one yet. Oh, damn it. I wanted to see what it was. Box of fish. Was it that one? Oh no, over here. Ding ding ding. Only 5 minutes left. I don't know what happens after those 5 minutes, but 5 minutes left. Never mind, no carp. Get your ass back here, carp. Oh, never mind, it's one of these guys. I would have rather had the carp, I think. Oh well.
Alrighty, and I think with that, we shall wrap the video on up.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Lone Shark on the Asus Allies, and it seemed to do alright. I would have done my usual, go through all the resolutions at least, but it didn't really want to let me do that. All of the resolutions were wonky, besides 1080p, but even if I went and downed it to 900p, I figured, oh, maybe it just does what your desktop's done, so I went and tried 900p, and nope, still just the same exact options in the menu. So, very, very well done game, but not perfect, but I figured with that then, most people would probably want to just play at 1080p instead of having the resolution look all wonky. But it was still getting on those first two about the same as the Steam Deck, just at higher resolution. But obviously the Xbox Ally X was actually almost able to get 60. Not quite, it dropped into the 50s still, but it was pretty close to 60 other times, and half the time when we're in the fishing place it was like 80 to 100. It's just when you look back into the ship that you drop down to the 50s again. And I think that's plenty for a game like this. Would I like 60 plus all the time? Sure, but it just isn't happening, because I bet you these things are still probably under the minimum specs for a game like this. That's the problem with these handhelds, especially the Steam Deck. More often than not, even on like the indie games nowadays, you're going to be under the minimum spec. At least if you want 60 plus. A lot of people are fine with 30. And if you're fine with 30, 40, these things will be fine. These things are great for that. Or especially for older games, emulation, all that stuff. Much better than being like, I want to run the latest AAA titles. If all you want is AAA titles, I would steer clear of all of the handhelds unless you can afford one of those AI, not, what is it, $395 things for like $2,000. That's about the only way you're going to have very playable FPS on a handheld. And not for very long, because even with 80 watts, it's like the same battery life as these things. But anyway, that's enough blabbing. I'm about 2 minutes out here. Sorry about that. But that's all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And I wished I could do peace out. But not quite yet. We're going to get there, though. Just going to take a little while. But we'll do a left-handed peace out, and until the next video.